Hi everybody, it's Tuesday, time for the yoga mini lesson. So certainly some days are more stressful than others, and we've certainly as a nation have had some stressful times this past week, a lot of anxiety producing events. So today we're just doing a general be happy, de-stress, breathe yoga mini lesson. Most people can do everything in a chair, and we're going to start out with the sunflower breath. I'll demonstrate in the chair, and then I'm going to stand up. So it's a big inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, the flower opens, and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And if you're standing, let's inhale. Lift the heart and exhale. Let go like a rag doll. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Remember, we're de-stressing, so let go. Inhale. And just flop down and let go of the head, the neck, the upper back. And the next is Ganesh. Ganesh is the Hindu god overcoming all obstacles, and he's an elephant swinging the trunk. And if you're on the chair, standing up, you can continue to swing your trunk. And on the chair, from side to side. Try to get your knees out of the way. I guess that's, yeah, there you go. So Ganeshasana. And finally, before we go on to the floor, open your legs wide. You can open your legs wide on the chair as well. And then fold over, so hip flexion without back flexion. Weave your fingers together and lift up. You can bend your legs if you like. This is what it looks like from the side. And breathe into the diaphragm ring, the whole circle that separates the wet from the dry, the organs of digestion from the breathing and the heart. Let go of the head, the neck. And from here, you can come down on the floor. If you're on the chair, you can move your back in and out. We're going to do cat dog. So thinking of the spine as a string of pearls. So each vertebrae, a pearl with distance between each pearl. We're going to inhale and look up, making our necklace into a nice loop, downward facing. And then exhale, up. Inhale, starting at the tailbone, follow your string of pearls to your neck, lift your head. Inhale, and then exhale, starting at the tailbone, start turning. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And drop and put your forehead on the floor. And you could give yourself a little rock. And come back up and turn and look at your left hip. Come back to the center, turn and look at your right hip. Turn and look at your left hip. Turn and look at your right hip. And then come and sit cross-legged. In the chair, you can follow along. So we're just going to, if you have blocks, you might like your blocks, just push your blocks forward. Push your blocks forward. And come back. Pull back on your knees, lengthen the spine from the base of the pituitary gland, which is about 3 inches from the third eye, from the central eye, down to the tip of the tailbone. Find that pathway. And let's stretch to the right. So lengthen the side body, don't pop out the ribs, just lengthen. And to the left, lengthen and stretch. So we're breathing in. So the diaphragm belt, oh, I don't know if you can see. If I use this, it's kind of, you can kind of see. I should have a lighter belt. But it's the whole band, the circumference that is front to back and side. That separates the wet, all the digestive, juicy kind of organs that rely on liquid, and then lungs, heart, kind of drier part of the body. It's the ring of fire. So it kind of sends the energy up to the spiritual centers and the universal consciousness. So transitioning from earthy, fiery, up to spiritual. So let's keep this band open. We're kind of moving it around today. Let's just go like this. And stop here. Breathe sideways into your hands. And come forward again, whether you're cross-legged or not, and breathe into the area behind the heart. So breathe in there and expand there where you see the block. And you can do this in your chair as well. And come on up. And we're going to sit with our legs forward. Now, if you have a blanket, you can prop up your legs. And I'll show you a couple ways to do this. This is a very stress-reducing posture. Okay, so one way is to take a chair, okay? And you can bend your knees. Sometimes it feels really good. You don't have to do this now, but this is a pose that is often prescribed for insomnia. You know, it kind of quiets the monkey mind, we call it in yoga, the monkey mind, the mind that's jumping all over. You can put your forehead on the chair. If that's too far for you to go, you feel it's too much stress, you have to move the chair in and put a block here. So that's one way to do it. Another way, of course, if you want to keep the blanket, rolled up blanket under your knees, or not, drop the knees, is to reach for the toes and drop the head. You can put a block over your shins. And if that's too much of a stretch, you can build a tower with your blocks, use a belt, and drop your third eye. So whatever pose you'd like, whatever adaptation, let's just stay there for a few minutes. Okay? We'll do it together. And if you're sitting in a chair, you can put the blocks between your knees and drop the forehead. Or put your forehead on a table. Okay, well, it would be nice to spend more time in that forward fold with you, but I'm hoping if that was as delicious for you as it was for me, that you do it, you repeat. And the final pose is Happy Baby. So we go on our back. If you're in your chair, you can reach down and touch the sides of your feet, or hold your knees and roll your back. If you're on the ground, if you're able to get on the ground, you bring the arms up the inside of the leg and grab the outside of the foot. Okay, so you're grabbing the little toe side of your foot from the bringing the elbows against the inside of the knee and flattening the back. This is Happy Baby. Okay, like we see happy babies waiting after their nap for the mother to come pick them up. Okay, flatten the shoulders. You can roll from side to side. You can bend your knees. You can play like a baby. Whatever feels good. You can roll, bend and lift. And then make yourself into a little playful cannonball. And put your feet down. Slide out your right heel. Slide out your left heel. Turn up your palms and take a rest. Let the body flatten. Let the back body drop like the mud in the river. The heaviness at the bottom of the river moving down, and the shimmering water floating on the surface, floating on the front body. And I'm going to leave you here today, flat on your back. I'm getting up. If you're on your back, please stay down and enjoy a 3 to 5 to 10 minute Shavasana. And thank you for inviting me into your house, and I will see you Thursday. Have a good few days. Bye-bye.